there's good and bad parts to the Mike Tyson custom auto peekaboo style. Of course, Floyd Patterson did the peekaboo style, as did a lot of other pro fighters, but nobody did it as well as Mike Tyson. It's not like the traditional long range boxing stance where you're up high on your toes in that long range. You're in close, your chin is down, your elbows are in, your hands are physically tighter than they are at long range, and as are your fingers, because you're taking a lot of shots, bumping off the shoulders, bumping off this part of the head. It's an infighting position, and this shoulder being right behind this shoulder enables this shoulder to come forward. And so instead of at long range where you have this kind of straight punch flow, the shoulders are forward, so you have a power punch flow. Much different dynamics, much different angles. It enables you to go under. It enables this inside slip, which are nearly impossible from this long range position. It, however, limits you. You can't do any pull counters or slips like this, which you can do from that long range position. So keep in mind, some ways it's going to keep you safer from certain shots. Some ways it's going to keep you more exposed from certain shots. It's almost like your right hand is becoming a jab. And you see Uriah Faber, and a lot of fighters do this, what Freddie Roach taught us, which is to kind of post up with the rear hand occasionally and use that to set up power punches and different angles. So it's a very aggressive position. You've got to work on your head movement. You've got to work on your defense with a training partner coming at you, throwing tennis balls at you, focus mitts, gloves, not actual sparring, which of course you've got to train and practice the techniques, but just 2 or 3 hours a week of literally just head movement to work on that skill of moving one's head, going forward, going back, rounds and rounds and rounds of getting inside the elbow position. Namely, your head isn't on this part of the elbow, it's inside. It's actually inside the opponent's arms. It's over here, not out here. So just some stuff to go over. There's so many great punches that you can land from this peekaboo position, but you've got to use head feints, you've got to use slips, you've got to use the slip jab to get in, and of course diagonal head movement instead of just rudimentary fundamental slipping. Because if you're just slipping, an old coach of mine used to say, WBC number 2 Andy Nance, he said, if you're just going to slip, you might as well just step back. I don't agree with that. Sometimes I've had to slip just to get out of the way safely from somebody trying to take my head off. So sometimes you have to slip defensively. If you can be minded enough to slip inside at a 45-degree angle, there's where you can set up some incredible power shots.